to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the... 15-yard line.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The RPO is complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Snatching quickly on one. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And a play like that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Punch it out of the air. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Here we go, set. They want to throw it. Finds his man, and they get him down.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they could be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Bears have it with a first and goal. They'll go to the air. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. 22, water. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
With the catch, it's John. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Long incompletions. Okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
Off play action on first down. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Makes the grab. It's Everett. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Silver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Caught near the sideline. It's Everett.
That's when I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it inside the 25. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Hold it. Offense.
That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Here on 3rd down. punch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's John. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throws for the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Stanford quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Going to take a shot on second and short. It's incomplete. That also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Got a man in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's locked. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
You want to play zone? You don't want to bring pressure? That's fine. If I'm a wide receiver, it's my job to find those holes. I sit down in it. Nice curl route, nice throw, nice catch.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Tight end now in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Catch in the middle, it's Bob. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And now on second down for this offense. He'll do it himself. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Jive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Bringing it back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Holds it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground at the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He takes it at the 45. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's locked. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career. And guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down marker. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, better look out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Wants to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You can tell they're maybe getting the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football.
And he's got it inside the 35. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Leaves it with the back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Looking to throw. Touchdown Bears! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's John. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's caught. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. This was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.